Hi, my name's Chaz and you're watching Chaz's Languages. In this video, you'll learn the Inessive case, Elative case, and Kin suffix in Finnish. Hi you guys, thank you for watching and welcome to the 5th Finnish lesson here on Chaz's Languages. In today's video, you'll learn the Inessive case, Elative case, and the Kin suffix. We'll start first with the Inessive case. The Inessive case ending is sa or sa, depending on the vowel harmony. Its primary meaning is that someone or something is in, at, or inside of some place or something. It also carries some different meanings used with certain verbs, but for now we'll just focus on the before-mentioned meaning. The Inessive case, as with most noun cases, is affected by consonant gradation. To learn more about consonant gradation, go check out the 3rd and 4th Finnish lessons here on the channel. Also, with most noun cases, the Inessive is applied to the genitive stem of a noun or adjective. The genitive is also covered in the 3rd Finnish lesson. Now let's look at some examples of the Inessive case in use. For the first example, we'll look at the noun bussi, meaning bus. And if we apply the case ending, it becomes bussissa, which means on or in the bus. And then for the next example, we'll look at an adjective with a noun. So for this example, punainen talo, meaning red house. First, we have to put the adjective punainen in its genitive stem form, which becomes punaise, and then we add the inessive ending to the adjective and the noun, and that becomes punaisessa talossa. For the third example, we'll look at the noun firma, which means company, and we'll look at it with the sentence, I work at the company. So you take the noun firma and add the case ending to it and put it in the sentence, I work, and altogether it becomes työskentelen firmassa, I work at the company. And in the fourth example, we'll look at the noun kaupunki, meaning city. And as you'll remember, nouns with nk in their second to last syllable are affected by consonant gradation. So first we have to put kaupunki in its genitive stem, which becomes kaupungi, and then add the inessive case ending, and that becomes kaupungissa, meaning in the city. And then next, we'll look at, again, an adjective with the noun suuri kirja, meaning large book. And with the adjective suuri, because of the adjective type it is, we have to put it in its genitive stem first, so it becomes suure, and then you add the case ending to both the adjective and the noun, and altogether it becomes suuressa kirjassa, in the large book. Next, let's move on to the elative case. Its case ending is sta or sta, again, depending on vowel harmony. And its primary meaning is out of or from. It also, like the inessive, carries different meanings whenever used with certain verbs, and I'll go over some of those meanings as well. The elative, just like the inessive, is affected by consonant gradation and also uses the genitive stem of a noun or adjective. And again, these topics are covered in the 3rd and 4th Finnish lesson, so if you need to review those, then I suggest checking those videos out first. And now for some examples of the elative case in use. So for the first example, we'll look at the sentence, I am from Germany. We'll take the noun Saksa, meaning Germany, add the case ending to it, sta, it becomes Saksasta, and then to say I'm from Germany, you would say Olen Saksasta. And for the next example, we'll look at the noun kauppa, meaning store. Now this noun is affected by consonant gradation, so to put it in its genitive stem, it becomes kauppa, and then you add the case ending to it, and it becomes kaupasta. And then to say she is coming out of the store, you would say hän tulee kaupasta. For the next example, we'll look at the noun lehti, meaning newspaper, and then we need to put it first in its genitive stem, so it becomes lehte, and then you add the case ending to it, and it becomes lehtestä. And then for the example to say we read from the newspaper, it would be luemme lehtestä. And for the third example, we'll look at the noun Helsinki and put it in its genitive stem first, it becomes Helsinki, and then add the case ending, and it becomes Helsingistä. And then to say, did you guys drive from Helsinki? You would say, ajoitteko Helsingistä? And as you'll notice with all these sentences, the elative case ending, sta or sta, means out of or from. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the elative does carry some different meanings when used with certain nouns. So let's look at some of those meanings as well. So for the first of other meanings of the elative case, the first is to like something or someone, etc. So you add the case ending to the noun and use it with the verb tykätä. So for this example, we'll look at the noun elokuva, meaning movie, and we'll use it with the sentence, you like the movie. So you take the noun elokuva and then add the case ending to it, and it becomes elokuvasta, and then put it in the sentence, you like the movie, and that is tykät elokuvasta. The next example is about, and this is whenever you're saying we are talking about, we're discussing about, we are reading about, etc. So we'll look at, for the example, the noun tuote, meaning product. And first we have to put it in its genitive stem before adding the case ending. So it becomes tuote, and then add the case ending, it becomes tuoteesta. And then for the example, we'll put it in the sentence, they talked about the product, which would be he puhuivat tuoteesta. The next example of the elative case is whenever you're saying thank you for something. So for the example, we'll look at it with the noun omena, meaning apple. And to say thanks for the apple, we take the word omena and add the case ending to it. It becomes omenasta. And then put in the sentence, thanks for the apple, and that is kiitos omenasta. And then the next meaning of the elative is to find something on or in somewhere. So for this example, we'll look at the noun kaappi, meaning cabinet, and we'll look at the sentence, I found the plate in the cabinet. So you take the noun kaappi and put it in its genitive stem form, it becomes kaapi, and then you add the case ending, it becomes kaapista, and then put it in the sentence, I found the plate in the cabinet, and that would be löysin lautasen kaapista. And then for another example of this meaning, we'll look at the noun hylly, meaning shelf. So first, we put the case ending on the end of the noun hylly, and it becomes hyllystä, and then we'll put it in the sentence, will you find it on the shelf? And that altogether is löydätkö sen hyllystä? And as you'll notice in these examples, the noun or place where the object is found is the thing that gets the elative case applied to it. So it doesn't get applied to the object or thing that you're finding, but the place that it is found in or on. The next meaning of the elative is to say, in your opinion, in my opinion, in their opinion, etc. So it's to express opinion. So for this meaning, I'll go over the personal pronouns in the elative case. So for minä becomes minusta, sinä becomes sinusta, hän becomes hänestä, me becomes meistä, te becomes teistä, and he becomes heistä. And for the first example, we'll look at the sentence, in their opinion, the building is too small. So this would be in Finnish, heistä rakennus on liian pieni. As you'll see, the heistä is put at the beginning of the sentence, and it carries the meaning of in their opinion. And then another example of this meaning, we'll look at the noun nainen. And to say, in the woman's opinion, it would become naisesta. So as an example, we'll look at it with the sentence, in the woman's opinion, children shouldn't play video games. So in Finnish, the sentence would be, naisesta lasten ei pitäisi pelata videopelejä. Now that we've gone over the inessive and elative cases in Finnish, let's go over the kin suffix. The meaning of this suffix is also, to, or as well, or whatever English equivalent you would put there. It is attached to the end of the word after the noun case, possessive suffix, and the question marker if any of those are applicable to a word. And how it is used is attached to the word that you want to put the emphasis of also or to on. And it carries the same meaning as the adverb byus, which also means also or to, but the kin suffix is used in more of a colloquial setting. So for the first example, look at the sentence, ajan autollakin, meaning I go by car also. And here the suffix is attached to the word by car because you want to emphasize that you go by car as well as some other method of transportation. The next example, we'll look at the sentence, hänkin tulee huomenna, meaning he also is coming tomorrow. So as you'll see here, the suffix kin is attached to the pronoun hän because you're emphasizing that he, in addition to some other people, are coming tomorrow. And then for the last example, we'll look at the sentence, laatikko on sininenkin, and this means the box is also blue. And as you'll see here, the kin suffix is attached to the adjective because you're saying that the box is blue in addition to whatever other colors it is. Well, that wraps up another Finnish lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching and that you learned a lot. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. Follow the Twitter page and like the Facebook page to stay up to date on everything going on with the channel, as well as for more language learning tips and advice. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Finnish lessons. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.